Biker returned home after 5 years and found his mother wiping tables in a diner. Rain lashed against the windows of the old roadside diner like tears the sky couldn't hold back any longer. Inside, the scent of coffee and grease hung in the air, familiar, worn, and honest. In booth number 6, a man sat with his leather jacket still damp, knuckles scarred, eyes older than his 32 years. He hadn't been home in 5 years, not since the night he'd stormed out, blaming his mother for everything. His father's death, his lost dreams, his broken heart. His name was Caleb, and tonight he was back. He'd heard whispers on the road, neighbors saying his old house was empty, that Mrs. Callahan had vanished. No one knew where she'd gone. Guilt had gnawed at him for months, but pride kept him riding. Until a letter arrived, handwritten, shaky, addressed to "my boy," with no return address, just a single sentence: "I still set a plate for you every Sunday." Now here he was, and then he saw her. Behind the counter, wearing a faded apron too big for her thin frame, stood his mother. Her silver-streaked hair pulled into a tired bun, her hands, once soft, now chapped and trembling, wiping down a table with mechanical precision. A younger man in a stained manager's shirt snapped at her. "Helen, I told you, wipe the syrup before it dries. Customers notice. You're not here for your health, you know." She nodded quietly, never raising her voice, never arguing. Caleb's chest tightened like a vice. He watched as she moved to the next table, shoulders slightly hunched, eyes downcast. She hadn't seen him yet. Maybe she wouldn't recognize him. His beard was thicker now, his eyes colder. But he knew that walk, that quiet dignity. The same woman who'd stayed up nights stitching his torn jeans, who'd sold her wedding ring to pay for his motorcycle repairs when he was 17. He stood slowly. The bell above the door jingled, but she didn't look up. Not until his boots stopped right in front of her. "Ma." Her sponge dropped into the bucket with a soft plop. She froze. Then slowly, like a prayer being answered after years of silence, she lifted her eyes. Her breath caught. "Caleb?" Her voice cracked like old wood. He couldn't speak. He just nodded, throat thick with shame. For a long moment they stood in that diner, surrounded by strangers, the hum of the jukebox, the clatter of dishes. But it might as well have been just the two of them in the whole world. Then the manager appeared again, scowling. "Helen, who's this? You can't just—" "She's done for the night," Caleb cut in, voice low but firm. The manager scoffed. "She clocks out at 10. That's 2 hours from now." Caleb stepped forward, towering over him. "She's done. Now." The manager opened his mouth, then thought it better of it. He backed off with a grumble. Caleb turned back to his mother. Tears streamed down her cheeks, silent and steady. "You came back," she whispered. "I should have come sooner," he said, voice breaking. She reached out, trembling fingers brushing his cheek like she used to when he was a boy with skinned knees. "You're here now." They sat in the last booth, the one by the window, where rain blurred the world outside into watercolor grief and grace. Over weak coffee, she told him everything. After he left, the bills piled up. The house was foreclosed. She tried to keep it together, working double shifts, but pride wouldn't let her ask for help. Not even from him. "I didn't want you to think I needed you," she said softly. "I just wanted you to be free." Caleb's heart shattered all over again. "I was never free, Ma. I was just lost." Outside, the rain eased. Stars peeked through the clouds. "I sold my bike this morning," he said suddenly. She looked up, startled. "Your Harley?" "But that was my escape," he finished. "But I don't need to run anymore." He reached into his jacket and pulled out an envelope, thick with cash. "I've been saving. Every penny. I was going to send it, but I wanted to give it to you myself." She didn't take it. Instead, she took his hand. "I don't need your money, Caleb. I just needed you." He buried his face in her shoulder then, weeping like the boy he once was. the one who believed his mother could fix anything. And maybe she still could. The next morning, they walked out of the diner together, not as a broken son and a worn-out mother, but as two souls stitching themselves back together, one honest word at a time. And in booth number 6, the coffee grew cold, but the love, that would stay warm forever. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to ACA Story Tales. We believe in kindness, forgiveness, and second chances, and in the quiet heroes who love us even when we don't deserve it. Drop a comment below. Who in your life deserves a second chance? Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss a story that touches the heart. Thanks for watching.